Morning, y'all. It's Kes. Happy Halloween. I've never done a Halloween vlog before, and I thought it would be fun. So I'm just sitting here enjoying the spooky darkness, if I can talk. It's cloudy today, so it's the perfect Halloween day. There's a tree outside that's changing. I got my little witch blowing around, and all of my little lit up decorations over there. So I'm just sitting here enjoying this morning. I love Halloween, and it's only one day a year, obviously, so I'm enjoying as much as possible. I got my spooky little cute boo mug here with my coffee, and so we will see where the wind blows us today. So this is my outfit of the day. My daughter and I are twinning today because she wore the same sweatshirt to school, and my husband's outfit for today. And look at my little phone cover. I have a little boo on there too. So I've already done my skincare, and I'll probably wear this when we go trick-or-treat later, and I will vlog some of that too, but I will wear pants because it's supposed to be way cooler. I'm guessing it might be about 40 degrees tonight and windy, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad it's finally cooler. But for now, I have to clean up in here a little bit, make the bed, so that's what I'm going to do. I've decided that I want to use this perfume today, Victoria's Secret Wicked. Y'all remember this one from a couple years ago? I think maybe they've had it out twice, but anyway, that's my perfume that I choose for today. Sorry about the weird shot there. Had it in my hand. I changed my mind. It was already hot just from me cleaning up a little bit, so I decided to wear this t-shirt for now, and I will leave that out and wear it tonight. I'm gonna have some Coke in this cute little Hello Kitty mug cup that my daughter got, so I'm gonna borrow it. Got the little straw topper on here that's really cute. But anyway, keep a lookout. A little bit later I'm gonna share a couple of recipes with you of stuff that we're gonna eat today, so that'll be coming up. Kitchen's pretty much cleaned up now, except for what I'm starting here for lunch, so that looks better. This is an everyday thing. But what I'm starting for lunch is I use these zero carb tomato basil mission tortillas for me for today. I use these all the time, but what gave me this idea is because they're kind of orange. Regular ones for my husband. And I cut out a jack-o'-lantern face in it, and you'll see in a little bit what I'm going to do with them. It does not matter if they're straight or not, because it'll be cute anyway. Do whatever you want with the extra pieces. I just ate mine, and use a good sharp knife, like a paring knife, so it'll cut smoothly. Put some cheddar, plenty of cheddar shredded, on your solid one. I think I want a little more. You don't want so much that's going to run out everywhere and make a mess either. So then we will I'll use this pot right here that I used this morning for my daughters. It's still got a little butter in it is all. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your butter in. I'll show you later, but you're going to put your butter in. Toast this one by itself, because if you toasted the back side first and then flipped it, all your cheese would run out the holes. So we'll do that in a minute. I always have to feed our rabbit some lettuce at lunchtime, and look, she's watching me. She's over there waiting. See, when I get closer, she'll probably go crazy. Are you hungry? You want it? This is the only size cage that we have room for her, so we let her out and let her run around. You want it? Here it is. Here you go. Get it. She's so pretty. So I have mine in the butter here, toasting it. And I'm going to take that out. Probably got too much butter, but I will. It makes it taste better. Butter makes everything better. So I'm going to put that aside. And then I'm going to take this one, if I can do it one-handed, put it in there. Let the cheese start melting, and I will put the top back on. I'm already finding out that I put too much cheese on mine, but I'll just let that sit there and melt, and I'll do the same with the other one. Okay, here they are. Got them done. That's my husband's plate. This is mine. I'm just happy if I have a few bites to eat and then my coffee and maybe something sweet after lunch. So my husband's office is just across town, and so he comes home for lunch every day, and I'm thankful to have that alone time with him rather than him having to stay out. And so I'm going to go ahead and get our coffee started, so I'll have it ready too. I make iced coffee for myself in the afternoon, and so you can't brew iced into a glass container because from the hot to cold it'll crack. So I always use these Starbucks plastic cups. I go ahead and put my ice in there, and then I pick out my pod. I think I'm gonna do a Starbucks pumpkin spice today. So I have that ready. Look at these cute mugs in the mug tree, mug stand, whatever you call it, that my mama found us. Aren't those cute? Every single one of them has a different expression. And she probably found it from dirt cheap, and I'm sad because they're going out of business, so we didn't get a chance to shop there one last time. But anyway, my daughter took some fall cookies to a club meeting a couple days ago, and she saved us a couple, so we're going to have that for our sweets with our coffee. Really cute and fallish. I was going to say, funny fact about me, you noticed my plates probably. I had matching plates. I've had several sets of matching plates since we've been married. But I've decided that there are old plates, you know, that I've used at other family members' houses. And like when I was little, I used these right here, and I love still using those. They're a lot tougher than the new ones anyway, and so I don't even care to have matching plates anymore as long as I can have bits and pieces like that from the past. I think this was my grandmother's. I love that. Let me get this fried cheese off the side of mine. I like that part too. But anyway, that's good too. If you notice, I don't even care to have matching plates anymore. I love these. Decided to go ahead and light up my jack-o'-lantern pumpkin stuff, you know, candles for the last time. Technically, I could use some of these after Halloween, and I will. But anyway, wanted to enjoy the little spooky jack-o'-lanterns one last time. I've got my amaryllis back here that I had to bring in because we had frost for a couple nights, and it probably will again soon. So that's why that's sitting there. It's happy here. It gets just enough light. I'm gonna make some chili for part of our supper. I want to go ahead and do it early so it can be sitting there and ruminating with all the flavors. I've got the Munsters on TV right now. I decided I want to watch little creepy, scary, spooky movies and stuff. Ignore that box over there. I just got an Amazon shipment in. But I'm going to go ahead and start browning this meat. I don't really have a specific recipe for my chili. I make it just from scratch. Grew up watching my mama do it, and I know how to do it. So if you want a recipe, just follow along with me, and that'll give you enough idea of what to do. And so I want to just use my iron skillet here because it's easier to keep a skillet seasoned. You don't actually wash it with soap. You just rinse it out, wipe it out, dry it up good, and oil it down again. You see it's got that sheen to it. That's because I oil it down and take good care of it when I use it. And so I'm just gonna make my chili in here, and I have a lid to go on it later. I have a pound of ground beef here. I usually use 80-20 or 85-15 and drain off the fat, and I've got the equivalent of maybe about half a small onion. Break this up really good, let that cook, and then I'll drain it. Just a hint for you, if you need to drain the fat off something, pull it to one side, put paper towels in there, and tip it, and then you can soak up all the extra fat with your paper towels and just throw them away. Much easier. And then I'm gonna add a can of diced tomatoes, undrained, because you need to add some juice and tomatoey juice back to your chili ingredients. And I will add some beans later. I'm in the mood for red kidney beans. Sometimes I use pintos, sometimes kidney beans. Either way, drain them and rinse them. 1 can of either or. And I had to turn this burner off and let it cool down a little bit, and I'm going to have to start over. Because this glass top stove, sometimes this burner starts going crazy. Like, I'll turn it on no more than 50%. Sometimes it will cook like really, really hot, really fast, and that's what has happened this time. So, do any of you have that problem? Like, what do you do? Because I've burned meat before. It just happens within like 5 minutes. But thankfully, it sounds like it's cooling down again. So, I might want... Yeah, this is pretty dry still. I think I'm going to add a can of tomato sauce also. I had some tomato paste in my freezer, so I reconstituted that a little bit. And this would probably be the equivalent of maybe a small can of tomato juice. Looks like I need to rinse that out some more. So, this is also good with, if you want to use part of a jar of pasta sauce, that will add a little more flavor. But I'm going to add all the same ingredients, all the same herbs that would be in the pasta sauce anyway. So, so you'll know either way. If you want something quicker, I guess you could use the pasta sauce. This is still a little frozen since I had it in the freezer. That's why I'm having trouble with it. But we'll get it eventually. There we go. Nothing ever goes very well on camera. Okay, this looks better because we need a little juice in there. We don't need too much, but anyway, this is better. So I'm going to start adding some of my seasonings now and let this simmer for a while. We need lots of garlic. I would say the equivalent of maybe 2 small cloves, 1 large one, about a teaspoon, I guess. I'm just using a eating spoon here just because that's what I do. And some Cajun seasoning. A little bit of that for a little bit of spice. It has probably some of the same seasonings in it that I'm going to add besides that. But anyway, lots of chili powder. Like I don't measure, but I know that I have enough when it looks dark, rusty brown, not just red. Like, it needs a lot. So I might use a lot of what's in this jar. I homemade my own spice jar, so that's why it looks kind of ragged. But I'm gonna hold off and not put quite as much tonight because it kind of hurts my daughter's stomach. Oh gosh, my echo is loud. Some parsley, just sprinkle some.
Do yoga.
I'm using a sprinkling of Himalayan pink salt. That's probably enough of that. And some cumin. Cumin is pretty strong, so you don't need much of it. But I'm going to do just maybe a couple of pinches. Or if you want to, you can just buy a chili packet, you know, and add that instead of all this. But I like to do mine homemade because that way I know exactly what's in it and what's not, and I don't have to worry about the MSG. And this is smoked paprika. I will also use a lot of this too, so I think I'm just going to sprinkle it in. Well, let's see. I would say maybe about 2 or 3 large pinches of that. I like to use my spices this way lots of times because that way I know when I pinch it or whatever, pour it out of a jar, I know more about exactly how much I'm getting. Okay, so that's all of that right now. Still not ready to add the beans yet, but I'm going to mix this up and see what it's looking like. I'm thinking that I need more chili powder though. Or either I might have to add more of the other stuff, you know, to make it flavorful without adding more chili powder since my daughter don't need the extra right now. And I'll also let it simmer for a while and taste it. And that's the best way to cook anyway, you know, more than just a measurement of certain seasonings. Just put some, and if you don't think it tastes right, add more of whatever you're missing. You know, you don't need a recipe for that. So I'm just going to let this simmer. And one thing that I didn't get out yet is sugar. That's the secret to good dishes that have tomato in them, is a little bit of sugar, because it breaks down that acidity just a little. Also good for fresh vegetables. I tasted it, and it tastes good without being too spicy for her. And you see that dark rusty color, that's what you want. And so I'm going to go ahead, I rinsed my beans. I'm adding 1 can of dark red kidney beans. You can use light red, you can use pintos like I said, but just 1 can of whatever beans you prefer. These are kind of big, but it'll be alright. Stir that in, simmer it a little bit, and call it good, because no need to mess with it when it already tastes good. So let this sit here. This is my tradition ever since I was a kid. Like sometimes I would have Halloween parties. We'd go trick-or-treat and then meet back at my house. And even after I quit trick-or-treating, sometimes I would invite friends over, college friends or whatever. Even if it was just us, we had to have our chili. Either we would have chili hot dogs or chili Frito pie. If you don't know what that is, you serve your chili in a bowl, put lots of cheddar cheese on it, put Fritos on top. It's really good. Try it. Put your Fritos on top so they won't get soggy. But that's what we're doing tonight. We're going to have Frito pie. And so I don't know if I'll have time to show you when I put it together, put it in a bowl. I know you'd love to see that probably, but depends on how much time I have, because trick-or-treating on the spooky trail is from 5 to 6. I'll probably vlog some of that. And then trick-or-treat is from, I think, 6 to 7. And so we have to eat early, or either if we don't have time to, we'll have to eat really late. So I'm going to see how it goes. But I'm done with the chili. I'm going to let it sit, get the flavors all mixed real good. That's ready. Okay, this is my makeup look for tonight. I don't normally do this, but I have the nerve to do it, you know, for a special occasion, and it's still pretty bright, especially with this light up here. But that's what we're working with, and I'll show you my outfit later. Okay, here's my outfit. I will have another layer of a shirt underneath because it's super, super windy. Wish I had skeleton pants, but I don't, so I'm just wearing my fuzzy pants. I will wear my Adidas, and check out the side of my hood. So I'm going to be wearing my hood and creepy makeup. See y'all later. We're going to have a quick supper before we leave. So we've got chili, then you put shredded cheddar, and I'm making a mess as usual. And then on top of that, you put Fritos. This is so good, especially on a cool night. Chili Frito pie. There you go. If any of you are squeamish about seeing bloody stuff, then skip ahead past this part. Okay, go ahead. Oh, that's so cool. It sounds nasty too. Oh, wow, that one was really good. Okay, you done? Cool. Let me show the whole outfit. Okay, thank you.
No, at the cave there's a door. I'm like, nope, that's not gonna work.
Hey y'all, there's Patrick.
Oh, Grandma Spider-Man with you. Yes.
Okay, bye. Okay, we are tired and windblown. We've walked over 3 miles, and this is my little stash right here, except for a Hershey bar that my husband picked up for me. Got most of these from my brother-in-law, and anyway, I asked somebody for a bag of Takis because I wanted to try them. And my daughter's Halloween haul, she has gotten 5 pounds of candy here. There it is. So I'm gonna go take my bath, put on my Snoopy and pumpkin pajamas, and eat my little Halloween haul, and I will see y'all later. Change of plans. We're watching Fat Albert Halloween special, and then I go get to take my bath and lay in my bed. Okay, bye.